This episode is brought to you by RIXX Eyewear. Eyewear that inspires confidence. If you would like to buy some premium eyewear, sunglasses, blue light frames, prescription, head online now, rixxeyewear.com.au and check it out. CAPZ has been Australia's home of headwear since 2012. From snapback to fitted, curved peak to flat peak, our hats will fit anyone and everyone. Since then, we've grown and evolved into the leaders of US sports apparel in Australia. Head online at capz.com.au and check it out. Righto, let's get into the show. Oh, Harmesy, the big nut. Welcome to the Aus American Aces, mate.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, big fella.
Let's just start with the big nut. That's the nickname. You got a few nicknames, the weapon. The big nut. How did you get that nickname?
First year, I was calling Jeremy Hownut. And then from there on, it just stuck. Everyone started calling me the nut. Like, it was literally just that. I was calling Jeremy Hownut. I think maybe Jones Nut. It came from high school. Me and my mates used to call each other, like, just put nut on the end of the thing. Just nut everything. And now, like, I knew it stuck when I think Roosie came up to me and he started calling me the nut in, like, my first year, Paul Roos. So I was like, oh, so now I'm just going by the nut. So ever since then, I've been the nut. That's unreal. Yeah, I've got a bit of mail on that, mate. It's a good nickname, the big nut. And the weapon? I think you came up with the weapon. Everyone's a weapon these days. All right, so we're going to just talk about the latest news. We've got heaps to get to today. I can't wait. We'll go through, obviously, last year and we'll talk a fair bit about American sports in America, in a sense. But mate, let's talk about the hottest topic in football right now. The Tom McDonald fucking sausage that he's stolen on he's marked it on the line. I saw the Channel 7 interview. You gave it fuck all. Come on Tommy Talks, mate. We open up. I gave him a bit after the game. I was pretty fucking filthy during the game. Like, obviously, Frosty, I played with Frosty and I've given him the don't argue, which doesn't come out too often. So because he's a strong boy. Yeah, he's a big boy, Frosty. Yeah. But, gave him the don't argue and then I've somehow bananaed it and I was like, this is going to go through here. And Tommy's marked it on the line. I'm thinking, fuck me, like, surely not Tommy. But he said to me he thought it was going to hit the line and bounce backwards. I call bullshit. He marked it. He's 200 centimetres, I reckon, almost. He's marked it on his chest. No, I mean, fuck. You can't do much once you marked it. But, the boys have been getting into him this week. I was going to say, give us a little bit of what's the banter been like? I'm sure they're getting around both ears. He'd be hating it, wouldn't he? Well, I said to him yesterday, I said something to him. He goes, I wouldn't have had to mark it if you didn't keep scrubbing along the ground to me. And I was like, mate, I hit you up in the third quarter and you laced one out to you. So I don't know what you're talking about there. But, yeah, the boys have been ripping into him. And he had a bit of tape on his boots. I don't know what he has. He runs all different kind of setups, Tommy Mac. And one of the boys was like, you wouldn't need that tape when you're marking on the goal line with your big fella. And like everyone's just been ripping about it. So it's all a bit of fun, but yeah, would have loved the sausage, but it's all good. It's just great because of the excuse was like we've all fucked up before, and the excuse was just so bad. Yeah, like, even on TV, he's like, I'm not in the greatest form. It's like, you probably don't say that when you've marked on the goal line. Yeah. He should have just said, I fucked up, I marked it, I owe him a carton. Yeah, he owes me a beer and a snag. I reckon I loved your he wouldn't shout if a shark bit him. Is he a tight ass, is he? He's tight. He's as tight as they come. Is he really? Yeah. Who else is a tight ass at the club? He's not at the club anymore. Nathan Jones would never buy a coffee like really? Every day, like obviously the boys would go get a coffee and he'd be like, yeah, you got me today? I'm like, mate, I got you yesterday. He goes, no, I got you. I'm like, mate, you haven't fucking bought me a coffee in 9 years. Like, does not shout. He wouldn't shout if a shark bit him either. What a tight ass. That is great. There's always a few of them. I swear it's always the good players as well. They're like 100%. Track's a tight ass. Yeah. 100%. A funny story. I was like, we always go and get a Coke Zero after training. Like the boys love Coke Zero. Like we're obsessed with it at the deep. And Track was going to get one. I'm like, mate, grab me one, would you? He's like, yeah, I'll grab you one. Comes back, no Coke Zero, and all the boys were just ripping him because he's like, he's tight as like I'm pretty sure he still gets his manager to Giving that $300
Track,
a week.
if you're listening, mate, Coke Zeros, you're probably on 1.5, you tight ass. Jeez, I heard if you get your wallet out of dust in it, mate, it wouldn't stand it.
A few moss coming out of there.
That's unbelievable. I love talking about that, mate. It's there's always a couple. All right, let's get into away from footy before we get into the footy. But off-field projects, you've got a few business and hobbies. But let's talk about FattNutt Customs, the custom glass, metal and canvas artwork prints that you're involved in. Do you want to talk about that and how all that come about?
Yeah, that came about. Obviously, the name's pretty silly.
FattNutt.
FattNutt. My mate Luke, who's a photographer, he was actually doing a bit of prints on glass and that kind of stuff, and he was just trying to get some traction. And I said I'd help him out. We came up with the name FattNutt because he was quite overweight at the time, and obviously my nickname's a nut, so not very creative. But it was a bit of fun. But then it's kind of taken off now, and we're doing pretty well, selling a fair few prints. And I don't have a whole lot to do. I'm more just try and share on my socials and go to a few events here and there. But we're doing pretty well. And if anyone wants to check it out, just jump on Instagram. It's FattNutt Customs, and it's some good work on there. We've got all different kinds of stuff, heaps of sports players, movie stars. It's cool stuff.
I saw Conor McGregor was on the latest post, but do you want to name some people that they've got prints of that you've seen?
Probably my favourite ones. I've got one of J. Cole. Got heaps of rappers. Got NFL stars, NBA stars. Ja Morant, he's been going on.
Ja, we'll talk about him soon.
It's heaps. You jump online, we've got hundreds of different photos and images of players and rappers and movie stars.
They're fully framed?
So it depends what you get. You can get framed canvas, you can get glass, you can get metal.
Yeah.
I go with the glass. It comes up a treat. I should have brought one in for you to have a look.
Oh, we'll get online. We'll get on there.
We'll get one up here.
We should put one in here. Yeah, the big nut. That's great, mate. And what do they set you back? What's the price for most of them?
Depending on what you go, glass is a bit more expensive. But if you go to the frame canvas, you're looking at around $200. So it's not too bad, and they're really good quality.
Yeah, that's mint, mate. Well done. It's always good seeing blokes do a little bit away from footy. Now, I received a question from someone in the team, and they want to know how much work actually do you do, and who cooks a better brisket?
As in, how much work do I do in the kitchen?
I'm not sure. I think more about the business. I think the nut.
Oh, this
must be your business partner.
This is from Kevin. Yeah, Big Kev. He's the king of the brisket. He came around the other day and cooked me a brisket. I was blocked up for 2 days. I literally couldn't shit. I ate 2 kilos of brisket. I've got to get myself a smoker so I can start doing briskets. So that's going to be my new passion, I think.
Yeah, right. So he's the big beef brisket king.
I thought I was in Texas, the big barbecue was unreal.
The old Austin ACL.
Yeah, ACL.
The pre-fucking festival snack. That's brilliant, mate. What else are you into off field? You doing anything else?
I've got I'm doing a renovation in Paran. So that's nearly finished. It's starting plaster this week. So that's taken a while. I bought that back in 2018, so it's been a fair process. Just bought another house with my fiance Corey in East Bentley, which we're going to renovate as well. So I've done a Cert 4 in diploma in building and construction. So kind of keen to get moving to that field after footy and see where that can take me.
Handyman.
Yeah, the handyman. But I'm not too good on the tools, more just liaison and telling people what to do.
Project manager, mate. Yeah, you boys, you're right over there. Who wants a coffee? Yeah, I'll get Track to get him. Oh, that's brilliant, mate. And what about golf? Do you get down and play a bit of golf?
Oh, I was playing a fair bit, but last year I broke my scaphoid, so I broke my wrist. But I remember down at Settlers Run with my old man. So me and Dad played a fair bit, but I'm a left-hander. I played a lot of cricket growing up, so I've just got that massive slice. Oh, so I can't get rid of.
Yeah, I know the one.
I think I'm off 18 at the moment, but
that's all right.
I haven't played for ages. Haven't had time with moving house and doing all different kinds of stuff. And during the season, it's like to try and get some time to do stuff. So, I need to get back into it, that's for sure.
It takes fucking ages when you play 18. We played the other day actually with a few D's boys.
And, with Tomo and Richie Brown.
Yeah, and Dommy.
Big Duck Brown, was he doing the drive off the back foot?
It's an unorthodox drive, but he smokes them.
Yeah, he plays on Big Duck.
It was funny. I put a video. He played well, and there was 2 trees, and I'm like, "You're gonna go for it?" So I want to go for it, and I'm like, "Fuck, this is dangerous." If it bang hits the wood goes over our head. No, and Tomo's a star. Like I
haven't played with Tomo.
Oh, he's really good. Well, he's really good.
How was Domi hitting him?
Domo's playing well. He's conservative. He's got the shoulder.
He always is conservative.
He's a conservative man, Domi. I'm trying to get him to loosen up a bit. Yeah. Nah, he's good. He doesn't hit the drive. Obviously he's had the shoulder surgery for anyone that understands, but he just pulls the 4-iron out, mate, and he's
I hate blokes that do that.
Okay, mate, you're gonna
pull the driver out and try and rip it as hard as I can. That's probably why I'm slicing them.
I know. I'm the same. It's go hard or go home. Let's talk about the driver. They reckon early days, Melbourne Golf Day at St Andrews Beach, the big red driver, apparently it let you down. You were like slicing everything and lost about 30 balls.
Yeah.
Any truth to that?
That is actually so true. I think I was with Jaden Hunt. He was in my car and he's actually like a handy goal. I think he plays off one.
Oh, wow.
And like I'm pretty confident. I was like, yeah, I'll probably go all right today. Like Hunty's like, yeah, I'll be pretty good as well. And I was pulled out the big red driver. And, mate, honestly, like, I was hitting balls left, then, like, I'd hit them right. Like, I was duffing them everywhere. I'm pretty sure I gave up in the end. I was just sat in the car. It was, like, my first week at the club, and, like, the boys were loving it because I had the big red driver. Big Red was my nickname for a little while.
Yeah,
I got rid of that real quick.
Yeah, the Big Red, the Big Nut.
Yeah.
What is it like? Was it the whole thing, the whole shaft red?
Nah, just the head of it, just a big red.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So when you pulled it out,
I was talking it up during the week. I said, don't wait till you get the big red out. And yeah, I got it off my old man. I just absolutely sliced it.
Man, it's nothing better. I played golf with, actually it was with Dommy the other day. I was using the pink balls. Just so you can spot them on the fairway. Yeah, they're really there. But, mate, got a little bit, I'm not sure about the pink balls. I said, fucking turn it up, would you, fellas? It's just golf, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
You do anything, a bit different, they get into you, these blokes. Just on golf, who's the best? Like, the D's have a great culture of golfers. There's actually a big golf day the other day, wasn't there? Was Big Maxi playing?
Oh, yeah, there's a big one down the peninsula I didn't even get an invite to. So
Big Red, no invite.
Big Red didn't get in. Big Red's... I don't know where Big Red is. I think he's at the tip. But, the boys love it. I know Hunty's off 1 or 2. Maisie's off about 8. Gussie Brayshaw's off 6 or 7, I think. Obviously, Duck Brown. I think Duck's off about 8 as well.
Yeah, I reckon Tomo's similar.
Yeah, there's a fair few boys that are, pretty handy. So when I come along and play, they take it a bit serious. I just want to have a bit of fun. So
I noticed that.
Stick to playing with my old man and a few of the other boys. Tarda, I play with Tarda every now and then. He's got a little punchy, just the punches the drives real low.
Oh, the low ball.
Little punch. It's so annoying. Like he hits the fairway every time, and I'm
the opposite. I'm high. It just goes high and long or slice.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a frustrating game. Who's the worst golfer at the club?
Luke Jackson.
Would he hate you saying that?
Nah.
Nah,
he's working. All the young boys are starting to play golf now.
Are they getting into it?
They're all getting into it. But we had a golf day during pre-season. It would have been last year, and I didn't play with Dogger Jackson or Luke Jackson, but he teed off, missed the ball, got to the green, grabbed the driver out to putt with. So he didn't know what a putter was.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
He looks like
a bit of space there.
He looks like a funny man.
He's a funny man, yeah.
What about the teeth sit up? He's got no front teeth at the moment.
Yeah, he's got, when he was younger, he knocked his front tooth out.
Yeah.
Because he was growing, they said they can't put another tooth in or something, so it'll mess up all his teeth. And obviously the other tooth got knocked out last year, so now he's got no front teeth, so he's got the plate in there, obviously. But I think he will get them fixed up, but he gets a bit sensitive about it.
Oh, does he get sensitive?
Yeah, so we try not to get into him.
Oh, because I don't know who it was the other day putting a photo up. It was
with Clayton.
Clary put a photo up, and I'm like, what a legend!
Yeah.
Like pre-game brekkie.
He gets him out. Yeah, he's a funny man.
Without the fangs, I was like, mate, that is unbelievable. Yeah. My old man had falsies. He'll hate me saying that. I used to get him to pull them out all the time, and we're going to parties back in the day. He'd pull them out and go, get the fuck out the car. My mates would go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Oh, that's great. Oh, let's talk about footy now just for a bit. I'm not really interested in the day-to-day footy. It's all the same, but the flag I'm really interested in because it's rare, mate. What's it like to win one?
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, you're obviously in Perth and we're there. The whole build up to the week before, it's hard to explain, like the excitement through the group and the atmosphere that's around the club. Obviously, a bit disappointed that we weren't able to play it in Melbourne, but grateful that we got to play it in Perth in front of the Perth supporters, and I think a lot of them were going for us, which was handy. But when there was a lot of, I felt like during the game there was a lot of momentum swings. Like it was Bulldogs had momentum, we had momentum, and then I think it was when we started piling on those goals in the third quarter. Kind of knew that we were probably going to win it, and it was like just a proud feeling, like 57 years or whatever it was. We hadn't won one for the longest in the AFL at the time, and when that siren went, I just remember like the feeling, like it's hard to describe. Like it was like I'd had like 10 beers and I was out like celebrating already. Like the euphoria I had, like it was crazy.
Yeah.
And then obviously the partying after was just as fun. But like the moments I'll cherish the most, probably the moments like after everyone had left the ground, it was just us together. We were singing songs like out on the oval, dancing, having fun. It was a crazy feeling and something that definitely driving me to try and go again this year.
Is that the big driving factor to do that now at the G? Yeah,
100%. I mean, our fans, a lot of AFL fans been through tough times the last couple of years. So, to do it in front of our fans at the MCG would be, an incredible experience. And, we're on a pretty good track at the moment to try and do that again. And, I think if we keep playing the way we are, we go a long way to getting there.
It'd be massive, and the town would be rocking.
Oh yeah, I remember when Richmond won, like Swan Street was just packed. Like I'd just imagine that's what it'd be like. Oh. And I'll be in there amongst it.
Oh mate,
you'd probably be there.
Yeah, as well. I'll do so. I'll be there. Dude, I went to Bar Bambi last night. You could have a little night there. What a shout out to the boy, the Russians, mate. What a venue. You've obviously been there as well for a meal.
It's a great joint.
I just want to give them a pump. I went there for like a feed last night, and we had them on the podcast not long ago, and I know the boys, they've got a high standard, but fuck, this Bar Bambi joint, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is
and I've only been there on a Thursday night. It was rocking last night, but it wasn't a booth set up. I can't wait to get the boys in. I think my mate BJ just texted me, he wants to have his 30th there. I said, fucking, let's go.
Yeah,
get a booth.
It's a great joint. When they get the piano, it was the pianos playing?
Yeah, it was pianos playing.
Pianos playing, singing great songs.
It was warming up. Like when I left.
Few red wines.
Yeah, had the potty today. Had to be fresh, but I was only a couple off getting a launch, mate. But yeah, big shout out to Bar Bambi. Anyone that hasn't been there, ACDC Lane, get down there for a nice meal and a drink. Back to the flag, mate. Let's just skip past the game now. It's all about the celebrations, right? We love the celebrations. The thing that I remember actually was, I think it was Gorney, or someone, was it even Tomo had Gorney on his shoulders? That was something that I think I remember just watching from afar. But mate, talk to me about the post-match celebrations. You just touched on it at the ground, but was it well organised? Obviously you're in Perth. Who was leading the charge?
Well, post the granny, obviously in the rooms, we had a fair few past players, like Bernie Vince was in there.
Yeah.
I reckon me and Bernie put back 10 beers in about half an hour. It's like I was pretty hammered, like going into the whole time I was just obviously on the beers, like having the time of my life. We had the Cottesloe pub booked out the next day. So we went there, and I think that's where you probably seen Goody was on Gorney's shoulders. The vibe was just like, you can't describe it. Like everyone's just loving each other, you're dancing, you're having fun. Big Tartar was probably best on for
Who's that?
Bailey Fritsch.
Oh, Fritzy,
the big Frittata. Yeah. He was great. Pig Hibbard went pretty well.
Pig Hibbard, he hates that, doesn't he?
He loves it.
He loves the pig?
Pig, yeah. It was crazy, man. We
that's great.
Who led the charges? Gorney's good at getting the group together and having beers. it's kind of hard to remember what happened. It was all kind of like a blur. Me and you had a night out
Yeah,
together.
we had a feeling I had you on like day 6. You just fucking come down and fucking Freo. I'll show you around, mate.
Yeah.
It was it was good. The Cot Hotel is the place that you went on the Sunday, I think it was, and could see that it was good. You all had your family and friends that were in town.
Yeah, all family and friends came.
Private, and then the public rolled in. I could see it on social media. It looked like a fucking good time.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. Then I ended up going to a block party or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe
that block party.
Yeah.
There was a block party on that night.
Yeah,
and big Jesse Hogan. I played with him, obviously at the D's. Got us a few tickets, and I ended up. Obviously, we played the night before in the granny, so I hadn't had a whole lot of sleep. Got to the block party and had about a couple of drinks there, and started spewing my guts up, and I knew it was time for bed because I knew there was still a week of a couple of weeks of doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
But no, it was crazy fun, and about 5 of us stayed back. Bailey Fritsch, Joel Smith, Mitch Brown, Marty Horde, Jay Lockhart. We all got a house and stayed for an extra week, and it was pretty much just waking up and drinking cruises and going out at night. So it was
lapped
good
it
fun.
up. How long did you have the medallion on your neck for?
I had them. Well, actually, funny you say, I lost my wallet. I left my wallet on the bus when we were going to the grand final parade the next day after the granny.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't have an ID.
Oh, that kills you, mate.
So like I was trying to go out, but I didn't have an ID, but I had my medallion still. So I'll just feel like I'll just show the medallion. I'm like, mate, I've just won the flag. Like, can I come in? And every joint will just let me in. Like, yeah, mate, go in. We kept the medallion on for a couple of days, and then I hid it away in my bag, so I didn't lose it. But I've actually misplaced that thing so many times, and finally found a spot for it in my house, so it's just going to stay for now.
Yeah, that's brilliant, mate. That is an all-timer.
Yeah,
no idea. You just flash the medallion.
I remember having to go. We were going to the casino one of the nights. Like it was probably night 2 or 3. Everyone still had their medallion on. But I didn't have my ID, and I just said, mate, like, I've won the flag. I was like, oh yeah, go in, mate. I'm like, oh.
Did you get a photo or anything with you?
No, just like, yeah, go in. I'm like, fuck, this is unreal. It was good fun.
When you win a flag, you can do what the fuck you want.
Yeah, no, it was a bit like that. But it was cool to be there as well because we obviously if we're in Melbourne, like everyone would probably disperse and be with their own friendships and their family. Where because we were in the pub, we all stayed together. Like we would all go to the same pub and be together. Obviously, we'd do that here, but we'd all have to go back to the same hotel. Whereas if you're in Melbourne, you're going back home. So like we'd get back to the hotel and people were wrestling each other on the ground, like in the foyer and stuff. Like it was good fun. It's
just carry on. The season's done. You've almost clocked your dreams, and everyone just relaxes. Who was one bloke that you just, there's always that one quiet guy, and then all of a sudden he just lets loose on the week after the season's done. Who was someone that opened up and you go, fuck, didn't know he was about that?
Benny Brown was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Brownie.
I didn't know Benny. Like he rarely drinks, and like he was there like every step of the way. Like he doesn't drink beer, he drinks ciders. Yeah, which is like I don't mind. Like, it is what it is.
It is what it is. He's there. He's having a drink.
But he was good fun. But one of the young boys, Daniel Turner, Disco we call him, he was outstanding. He nearly got the 3 votes for me. He was.
That's brilliant. Well, while we go to the 3 votes, I have to ask. Someone has written in. Best on. It's we need to do 3, 2, 1. From you got to take yourself out. You probably always give yourself 3, right? So you take yourself out. In your eyes only. 3, 2, 1. Let's start with 1 vote.
I'll give 1 vote to Disco Turner. Daniel Turner.
Well done, son.
He got drafted in the mid-season draft. So he'd only been at the club for like 6 months.
Oh, what a legend.
And he was great.
Just on Disco, how's he going? And will we see him in the team soon?
He's going well. He played in one of the JLT or whatever it's called these days.
Yeah, pre-season games.
Yeah, he played in one of them and he fractured his foot, but he's returning. I think he's playing this week. So, he's a key defender. He's a really good kid, and I reckon he should play some footy. Maybe not this year, but he'll definitely play AFL at some stage. Yeah. 2 votes would have to go to Hibbo.
2 votes. AFL celebrations. He wants the 3, the big pig.
And Bailey Fritsch is 3 for me. He was out there. He was He went hard.
We would have loved to have him in today. He had to pull out today. He's pulled out late.
Got the sparky work. So.
Yeah. 3 votes for the big fella. So he's kicked 6 in the granny.
He's six. He's stiff, probably most stiffest bloke ever to not win the Norm Smith. Like he's kicked 6
actually not a bad point. I didn't think about that.
Track's had 44 touches and kicked 2 or whatever it was. But
mate, what would you rather personally? Let's say you go back. Like I said to you, mate, 40, 45 and 2 or 6. What would you rather?
Oh, probably the normie.
So you go 45.
I've never kicked 6 goals in my life, so 6 goals would be all right as well.
That's fucking funny. So we got Disco for 1, the Pig for 2, and the Frittata for 3.
Frittata for 3. Yeah.
Love the nicknames. I fucking miss that stuff. That's brilliant, mate. That's brilliant. Before we leave it there, you obviously carried on a bit longer. You stayed away. What was your favourite bar in WA or club that you went to? Can you remember the name?
Oh, this is going to test me. The Causa was good.
Cot Hotel.
Yeah, the Cot Hotel was good. I don't remember what joints we went to. What's that? Scarborough. We went to a few joints in Scarborough.
Oh, yeah.
What's the little main strip there? You lived there, mate?
Nah, not Scarborough. I never really went to Scarborough much. Yeah, it's a bit of a trek for me.
What was the nightclub we went to? That wasn't bad.
We don't want to talk about that one. We went to Metro's in Freo, mate. We were fucking having it there as well.
That was good.
Metro's is, you don't go there too many times. Well, you go there Mad Monday week, to be honest. It's always good fun if all the boys are there. So,
most, to be honest with you, we could have been anywhere we're having that much fun.
I know.
So, we had heaps of fun just at the house.
Yous were everywhere. Like I went out for a few beers and bang, see you boys. The frittata was next here as well.
Frittata was under the arm the whole time.
Yeah. Richie Brown was great value, actually.
Yeah, actually, Duck was nearly in the votes for me as well. Yeah. You could name nearly everyone.
Oh, mate, everyone's up and about. I love your 3-2-1, though. There you go. That's fantastic. Mate, we'll talk about off-season now and you know, probably the best part of the season sometimes. You get to relax and go overseas. But I guess we'll start with, mate, you've met a girl in America. Let's just Causa's obviously now your fiancée, but let's go back a bit. Where did you meet Causa in the States?
I met Causa in 2018 at what game was it? At the Coliseum in LA. I'm having a brain fade here.
Is it USC?
USC. That's it. Yeah, USC versus.
I got you, brother. I got
Buffaloes,
you.
Yeah,
we've all been in
USC. Matt Gorney was with me. A few other boys. Pig Hibbard was there. And it's funny. She was actually going for the Buffaloes. Her cousin was a cheerleader for the Colorado Buffaloes, and we were obviously just going for USC because it's a home team. And there was this, we had a big night the night before, and we were like, we need to have a beer, otherwise we're falling asleep in the seats. So my mate Lefty and I, he doesn't play footy, he was just on the trip with me. We found this bar. We ended up talking our way into getting in there, like it was a private bar. And then Lefty called over Corey and her friends, and then the moment we met, we hit it off. Didn't get her number or anything like that, but we got Instagram, and a couple of days later took her out on a date in LA. I actually left a Dodgers game at the bottom of the 8th. I think Dodgers were down. I think they were down like four runs or something like that. And as I was walking out, the crowd started going wild. Someone's hit a homer, and it got them to a draw.
Oh wow!
So I've left the game early to go have a date with this girl I've just met. And then we stayed. I actually changed my trip. I was meant to stay in LA. I ended up going and staying down in Newport and stayed a couple of days with her at the end of the trip. And then, she came out a couple of times. And then just before COVID, I remember I rang her up and I was like, you got to come now or else she won't. She was going to come and do a bit of just see how it went a couple of months. I said, you got to come now. The joint's fucked here. People are taking toilet paper. She's like, there's no toilet paper left on the shelves. Fucking the world's ending. And, she's like, what are you talking about? It's not this, COVID's not that big of a deal. I'm like, trust me, you got to come now or else you won't be able to get in. And she got in the day of the borders closed. So if she didn't come,
it'd be all over.
It might not have.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, and then, this year we were lucky enough to get back over to America. She hadn't been home for 2.5 years. So, went back there and I thought be a good time to drop the knee.
Well, that's what I was going to talk to you about.
You've dropped family and friends there, so that was good fun and it's a good way to end a good year.
Congratulations on that as well, mate. What a year!
Yeah,
what a year! I remember you doing that sort of photos. Talk me through the lead up of getting on the knee. I love this story. I love going, mate.
It was fucked.
Because there would have been a lot of logistics. Like you would have had the ring from back home. You had to sneak it up to America.
Well, the borders only opened. I can't remember the exact date, but the borders opened and like I didn't have a ring organised, but my sister's a jeweler. Unique Diamonds. Anyone out there needs a ring?
Give them a pump up. Yeah,
good. South Melbourne, they're great. Do great rings.
Best in the business.
Necklaces, anything you want. They've actually done premiership rings for us, which is
that's awesome.
We should be getting them soon. But I rang my sister. I'm like, fuck, like we need to get to ring this. Like Corey was actually working for my sister then at this time as well.
Wow.
So my sister knew what she wanted, so I was like, you need to get it done. Literally picked the ring up on the day I was leaving for America.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
And at the time, I'm texting her friends in America saying like, I don't know if the ring's going to come in time, like, and they've already organised everything, like all like the venue we're going to go to and all of this. So like, I'm thinking, fuck, like this ring doesn't come, like I'm cooked. Like I don't know what I'm going to do. And then even like having the ring, flying over with the ring, like I'm like, where do I put the ring? So I shoved it in a shoe in my backpack and I didn't take that backpack off. Like I had it just on me the whole time. But then, the lead up to it was pretty crazy because I was like, we did like a workout in the morning and then I'm like, let's go do this hike. She's like, why the fuck are you doing this hike? Like, you don't want to hike? I'm like, no, apparently it's unreal. Like the views are awesome. And I'm like, I didn't know where I was going, but her friend had set up like all the flowers and set up like this mint spot. So I hiked down while they were setting it up. It was like an hour. It was a fair hike. Like I was sweating hard. And I like went to the wrong spot. And I'm like, fuck, I don't know. She's like, oh, we'll go, let's just go. So let's go. She had no idea. So let's go. Like because we were meant to be catching up with our friends that day. Obviously, I'd pre-planned that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, let's just go up and have a look up here. Like I'm pretty sure it's an awesome lookout. And then like obviously the flowers and that was set up there. She's like, oh, there's flowers there. I wonder what that's for. I'm like, let's go. We should have a look at it. She's like, no, we're not going to have a look at someone else's flowers. I'm like, no, we'll have a look. Then as she got closer, obviously there was photos of us there. And then she obviously starts crying. And she hadn't seen her friends for 2.5 years and they were like hiding in the bushes, like taking photos.
So good.
So yeah, dropped the knee. I teared up a bit because she was tearing up. And then, her friends obviously appeared from the bushes and came and said g'day and like, yeah, it was a pretty special moment for her. Like, hadn't seen her friends for a fair while.
You've nailed that.
They nailed it. I just did. They planned so much for me. Like, if I didn't have them, I would have been in a bit of trouble. But
big shout out to the girls.
Yeah, shout out to the girls back in America helping me out. But then we had a good party afterwards in Newport. Where you've been a fair
we
bit.
met.
Yeah, we met.
I met you and Causa in 2019 in Newport. Right. Yeah. That was probably the second year you guys, was that the start or the second?
That was the second year.
Second year, because 2018 you met. Yeah,
that was, I've got a photo of you.
We do. What bar were we at? Can you?
I can't remember. You were at a bar and I came and seen you, but I'd had a fair few beers.
Yeah, you were blind. I just rolled in. I'd only about 6. I'm like, fuck, Harmesy, you got to be kidding me, mate. Like,
we went out on the boat for the day and
the Duffies.
Yeah, on the Duffy boat and drinking beers. I'm trying to remember the place
just on Newport. It's such a fucking cool spot.
Oh, I'd love to live there, yeah.
Like you got LA, it's quite, not pretentious, but it is. You got to know someone. It's hit and miss. People love it or hate it. I love it.
Yeah.
But Newport's more relaxed. It's got a bit of a Perth vibe to it, actually.
Yeah, like, it is. I love it there, yeah. I could definitely see myself.
And the Duffies, no one knows what a Duffy is. I try to describe it as like a pimped out tinny. Like, you know what I mean?
Tinny,
yeah, you're just cruising on this water, drink beers. Yeah. Everyone's like pumping tunes.
Yeah, it's good. It's unreal. Like, Orange County's definitely probably one of my favourite spots in
That's
America.
where Causa's from originally? Yeah. What a spot.
So she grew up there and she used to actually work for the San Diego Padres in the baseball doing the graphics for the big screen. So hopefully when we go back there, I can get to, she reckons I'll be able to do the first pitch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I get to do that. I'll be on its lid.
So. That would be off. You'd want to fucking nail that pitch, mate.
I know.
Just launch
I've got a shit arm as well. Just used to be called fucking Bubbles at cricket.
Oh,
so couldn't throw the
bubble arm.
Ball. Yeah.
Just a batter?
Yeah, just a batter.
Fuck it, mate. That's just launch it like the big red driver, mate. Don't go half-assed.
That's it.
That's brilliant. While we're on the States, man, you fucking love the States. Are you an NBA and NFL man or just NBA?
More NBA. I tried to. I did NFL fantasy last year, and I was shit ass at it.
Yeah.
Like I just don't know enough about it. NBA, like love my NBA. I've watched most games. I'm shattered. There's no game today. I was absolutely shattered.
So was I, mate. I couldn't believe that.
But I love watching it. I only started really watching it, the last couple of years. I was actually lucky enough to I sat courtside in 2018 when I went to America in Boston.
Did you?
Yeah, so I was sponsored by New Balance, and they're obviously like their head office is in Boston. When I got there, they're like, oh yeah, we got you some tickets to the game. I'm like, oh fuck, how good's this? Like I'm thinking like just
the bleachers somewhere,
like normal tickets. And she's like, yeah, you're sitting courtside. I'm like, no way. So I like literally like slapped up hands with Jason Tatum. Like had the game ball in my hand. Yeah, it was crazy.
Fuck, that's incredible.
Yeah, so it was a pretty cool experience. And my mate Lefty who came with me, he was like full nuffy, like basketball. He was like had a stiffy, like sitting there. It was a cool experience. I wish I could go back there because at the time I didn't really take it in. Like I thought like I wasn't that big into NBA then, but now if I did that again, I'd be like, this is crazy.
That's what I guess it's all about. I think that's why I loved NFL as well. I had a cool experience early on, and yeah, mate, it's nothing better. The way they do their entertainment.
I
always say it's AFL. We're so far behind, like in terms of even boys dressing in clothes to games.
Yeah, I'd love to do
AFL, I've always said this, AFL need to fuck these uniforms off.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of them. I understand that there's a sponsorship component.
100%.
Fuck, get the boys to walk in with a banner for 3 weeks so the sponsors all get their lick.
Yeah.
Because I reckon it's such a good opportunity for the boys to kind of express who they are.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, show your personality.
Yeah, I mean, some blokes will wear shit kit, but that's what people love. And then some wear unbelievable kit.
Yeah, 100%.
And it also brings in, fashion brands and accessory brands. It beefs it up.
Yeah, it builds the brand for the AFL and for the player, I feel like.
Yeah, I reckon it's something the AFL needs to do. I know, I understand it's a club thing. It's a club, but geez, the polos that boys have to roll in, it's fucking mediocre.
Polos are huge.
I think the boys at the Giants were talking about it for a bit there. But it would be
good. The boys
good.
at the Giants, they love their fashion, don't
Yeah, they do, mate. Yeah, the
Timmy
McQueen.
Taranto.
Yeah, Timmy and that. They got the Banks and the Queen. The boys spend more cash on the clothes than fucking
Big
anything.
Lockie Whitfield.
Yeah, they do. They do. They set the tone. Who do you support in the NBA?
I've got a Chicago Bulls hat on at the moment, but I don't support like a player, a team. I just like watching different players. Like, I loved watching DeMar DeRozan this year. I thought he was unreal. I played power forward when he was more like a shooting guard, small forward. Loved Ja. Ja's off his head.
Isn't he ever, mate?
But yeah, I just thought I love watching most games, and like I love seeing where people come from and like following their journey. No exact team, but do you have a team or no?
No, I'm the same as you.
Yeah.
Connor Iden's a big Hornets man, and I got COVID with him over New Year's. So after New Year's, we just sat on the couch and just put multis on the Hornets games, mate, and like fell in love with the Hornets because they're just fucking...
Yeah, I do. I love the Hornets as well.
Yeah, they're like...
I'd love to see him get a good centre this year.
Oh, mate, big Plumtree. He fucking dribbles the ball through. He thinks he's a point guard.
I don't mind Plumtree. They need to find a good centre, and I reckon they could go a far way. I love Scary Terry.
Yeah, so do I.
I love he just drains threes and posts up dunks.
Yeah, he's unreal. Yeah, he goes off.
He's only our height as well.
Yeah,
he's 185. He's got like a 200 centimetre wingspan.
Fucking hell, they're beasts, man.
Oh, it's just a different breed over there.
I love watching the Hornets. I mean, I'm loving the finals. We'll go to the finals now. I've been getting right into it. Obviously, the American Aces, we're all over it. But I was really flat. The Nets played Boston in the first round. I was fucking filthy with that. Not because I just wanted to see both of those teams meet later on.
Yeah, 100%.
Who did you think would win that?
I thought Brooklyn would win for sure, definitely. But I felt like they needed Ben Simmons to come in and play center. Their defense they just lack defense, intensity on defense. But Boston are looking pretty good now. Like Tatum and I like Jaylen Brown's a gun. Like,
oh man,
I love he dunks on people, shoots a 3-ball.
Defends, he does it all.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Horford's been huge as well.
Yeah, Horford, he's come from nowhere.
Because Williams is out. Yeah, Horford's now becoming. He's just so good on D as well.
He's a good defender. So yeah, I honestly thought Brooklyn were going to win, but it was good to see Boston advance through as well because I do like Tatum and Brown. So who do you think was going to get it?
I went Nets, but I said Boston or Nets will come through, but I was a bit emotional. Like, I love, obviously, Paddy Mills is there. I was hoping Benny Simmons had come back.
Yeah, I was hoping he'd come back. I was
obviously he's going for back surgery, so he must have a serious back injury, and there's a lot of speculation around that. But I really wanted to see, the Aussies go through, and I thought that if they did beat Boston...
I thought they were going to go all the way when they got Ben, I thought they were going to go away. I actually put a multi on.
Yeah.
Get up.
Well, it's funny you say that, mate. I'm a big fan of Dabble, mate. Big Dabble. I don't know if you heard of Dabble. It's the newest betting agency, and they've just released this new challenge, right? It's Beat Bogut Challenge. It's a challenge where you put on a same game multi on the NBA playoffs, and I hit a $29 multi yesterday, mate. So I reckon they should change it to Beat Bogut to fucking tip like Tommy, because I'm on fucking fire, mate. I'm on fire. I'll tell you what. It's been good. So anyone out there, get on to Dabble and follow Tommy's tips and copy the bet. It's elite, mate. So you literally put bets on. Bogut's on there. All the boys are on there. And instead of doing the work, you just copy it. So you just chuck your money on.
Oh, so you just copy the
so when I chucked the multi on, I think it was about 20 blokes copied it, paid like $29. It was cracking.
What'd you have? Because I hit a multi yesterday as well. It
was actually the Heat and the Sixers game. Because Embiid's out, I went Harris for 20, Maxey for 20. I took big DeAndre Jordan for 6 points. He was paying like $3.20. Only because the press conference was like, we're backing the big man in. I don't care what you think. So I heard Doc talk about him. I thought, fuck, he's got to score 6.
Yeah, 100%.
So he scored 6 and a quarter and a half. I think they benched him after that. So I was very lucky there.
He didn't play many minutes. I was training yesterday, but I had multi on as well. But I went Miami the line.
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew Miami'd win.
I hadn't hit a multi in ages. And I went Bam to have 8 boards, Jimmy Butler 20 points.
Yeah.
And Tyler Hero 15. I think it was only $8 multi, but
it's a cracker.
Hadn't hit one in ages, and I finally hit it when he got that 8th board. I was like, yes.
Nothing. I think Bogut's bet was 10 boards, and he would have won.
I think he had 9 boards.
He had 9 boards. So the boys, the big bogey went down. But I had on the other side as well was the beef that up was Butler 20, Hero 16, and Bam Adebayo 20.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
He just got.
They all just got there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I only had a little 25 on it. I just didn't think that it's hard to bet on games that aren't competitive because they fucking 100%. Rest players at the end.
Yeah, if Joel's out.
Yeah,
if Joel out, like they're nowhere, Sixers. They need him back.
Yeah, I know.
Bad. I don't know if he'll come back though, will he?
Oh, mate, I don't think he will.
Yeah.
They're going to get smacked as well.
Yeah.
Miami will do it in 4 if they keep going. But yeah, anyone out there, get on to Dabble, download the app and follow Tommy's tips. Give him Bogut. I'm just cleaning up at the moment. It's rare, mate, as well. Fuck it. I'm trying to win a multi. Now, mate, we've got a segment. Oh, before we keep going, I'm going to go NBA Finals. Righto, quick questions here. Boston or Bucks? Who wins? They're 1-1?
I'm going to go Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Okay, who would you rather on your team, Tatum or Giannis?
Oh.
Right now as well.
It's
a big question.
I only because Giannis is probably the better player that I liked. I love the way Tatum plays. I'm going Tatum. I feel like Tatum's going to turn it on.
It's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suns or Warriors? I'm predicting Warriors will beat the Grizz, but who would win in that next matchup?
Yep. 100%. Chris Paul's going off.
Oh, mate, he's a king, isn't he?
The way he's been playing.
Point guard.
D-Book's on the way back. I love Devin Booker. I love Devin Booker. So
I've tipped the Suns to take it out against Boston. Booker or Curry, if you could pick one?
Booker. Just because of it. Just not only on the way he is on the court, but off the court.
He's a gangster, mate. You know, he drives in the old cars and that. Fucking legend. Do you rate Miami?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think they can...
I reckon... Miami, could it be Miami Bucks?
Nah, they're on the same side.
Yeah, I reckon those two will match up. I reckon Bam will go to Giannis. Jimmy Butler is obviously an unbelievable defender. I reckon Miami can go all the way. Miami Suns, I reckon it's going to be.
I don't want that. I don't like watching Miami. They're just boring. But yeah, they're going well. I said from the start, they're a fucking great team.
Yeah, they're good defensively.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler's a fucking... he's a beast.
Animal.
Yeah. And the last one, Ja Morant or Luka Doncic. Which one would you rather?
Fuck me.
You're GM right now, and you need to pick one.
I'm gonna go Luka, just because Ja's a gun, but I feel like Ja's just going through a little purple patch at the moment. I'm not saying he's not going to be like this forever, but Luka's proven he's going to be one of probably all-time greats to play the game, I feel like.
Yeah, Luca can do it all, can't
Yeah.
he? So can, mate, Jar is
So
the
can
most
Jar. That's a
exciting.
hard- yeah,
Jar's my favourite at the moment.
Jar just dunks on people where Luca's a bit more.
He's just a mad dog. Like, he's old man as
Yeah,
well.
Jars, they're both mad dogs.
Yeah.
Apparently Luca loves just sucking piss.
Oh, you can tell he's a
Yeah,
bit.
just a big
yeah,
unit.
his skin bowl to be 100,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
just fucking drains them. He just
yeah.
goes, I don't care.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I'll just sit there from half court almost and throw them up. They go in.
Yeah, I love him.
He's so he's in like slow motion. No one can
Yeah.
get near him as well. He just steps back, bang.
Yeah, he's a gun.
He's fucking unreal, mate. All right. Here comes the Caps moment, mate. So I was telling you before. Let me just get them up. Here we go. Get your
Jeez.
hands on these, mate. So they're a great sponsor of the show, Caps. We love Caps. They're a
Who's
huge
that?
sponsor of the show. I went to the store the other day. I said, we've got some big guests coming up. I've loaded up, right? So what I want you to do, there's caps in there. Any cap you want, take it. That's yours, mate, on behalf of coming on the American Aces
Pick one, or is
platform.
it a lucky pick?
No, you can pick whatever you want. I want to give you the option. So there's a few there. And whilst you pick it, we've got a segment. So you can put it on. You've already got a hat on, but whatever. It's called the Caps moment, right? So I want you to tell me the greatest moment you've ever had. It has to come front of mind. Look down the barrel and tell me the greatest moment in your life. The Caps moment.
All right, let me put the cap on.
So what have you chosen? You've gone with the Boston.
Boston.
Love it. They're elite hats, mate. Home of the headwear.
All right, the greatest moment of my life. Jeez, this is going to be a tough one. There's two things coming to mind.
yeah.
You probably already know what they are. The greatest moment of my life to date is winning the premiership for Melbourne Football Club in 2021.
There you go. That's great. That's the
It'll
Caps
change
moment.
when I marry my future wife.
There you go. So we'll do another one there and we'll give you another cap.
In a couple of years' time.
There you go. That's great, mate. Righto. Here's one of my favourite segments. It's normally called Tommy's 10. Because we fucking got that many people writing in about some questions for the great man, I just can't wait. So, one of your teammates, Jakey Lever, has asked me for you to spell Majak Door. I'm guessing you don't know how to spell it. What's going
No, I
on?
don't know how to spell it. I had Majak Door saved in my phone as Majak Door, as in D-O-O-R, as a piss take, and I've taken a screenshot to send to someone, and it's gone around the club. Majak Door is M-A-J-A-K-D-A-W.
There you
Majak
go,
Door.
Jakey.
So,
Get it-
Jakey Lever, mate, you're a 26-year-old living in a 40-year-old body, mate. Grow up. Act your age.
There you go. Majak Door, bang. Right, we've got a lot of teeth questions, mate. Me and you have some fucking big teeth.
You got big teeth as well.
We've got some big teeth. Some bloke did say something. He wrote something very funny, actually. I'll read it out in a second. But there's a few questions about the teeth. First of all, are they real?
Real chompers, yeah.
Real chompers.
Real chompers. I had massive like buck teeth when I was younger. I'd get a couple teeth removed and get the braces on to make them look the way they are. Like if I didn't have them, like I'd be full buck teeth. If I didn't, I'd look like a rabbit.
I know how you feel, mate. I had
Yeah.
the fucking braces
Yeah.
as well. Mate, here we go. This is a Billy Giannatsis. I can't even say his last name. Billy G, right? He's written in, with you and Harmesy in the studio, is this the highest tooth per square metre ratio ever? I think it might be.
100%.
That's fucking brilliant. Another bloke's asked, how much did your teeth cost?
Oh, they're free, mate. Actually, no. How much do braces? Braces cost a bit.
I think they're expensive. I think
I have to ask Mum that.
I think they
question.
assume that you've got the veneers.
Yeah, they're not veneers. They're real.
So we can confirm real chompers.
Real chompers, yeah.
Love
I wouldn't be buying veneers this big if I got veneers.
That's
I'd just
what-
get normal size.
You could fucking hell. I could put a RIXX billboard on them. And on mine as well, mate. We might start selling some sunnies. Fucking hell. Who's got bigger chompers? Braden, who's got bigger chompers out of us two?
Probably yours.
Fuck.
Front one, sorry.
There you go.
Chompers
I was
got the bigger
thinking,
chompers.
fucking surely not. He's bigger than mine.
Chompers Sheridan.
The big chompity chomp. Have you ever done a live cross with the footy show?
Yeah,
You
I've
have?
called chompers.
That's
plenty of
great.
times,
Can
yeah.
you look down the barrel and give, I want to send this to the Sunday footy show. Give me the biggest Tony Jones chompity chomp you've got.
What do they say? They say,
Say, good on your chompers, and then just chomp the life out of the microphone.
good on you, chompers. Chompity chomp chomp.
Fucking hell. The people love that. The amount of people that call me chompers because of that stupid skit we did. This one's from Sir Davis. Funny man. Do you brush your teeth with a broom?
Yeah, I've got to get the extra large toothbrush. I knew it would just be all teeth questions. Is it literally all teeth questions?
That's enough from the teeth. That was just a little segment there. Dean Kent has written in, how much Botox have you injected in your forehead?
Oh, pig's ass. No Botox in there, mate. Look, that's wrinkled.
Kenty, good on you, mate.
Kenty, I knew you'd have... Kenty's a easy...
Let's go back at him, right? He's got no right or a reply. Give us some banter on Kenty.
Oh, Kegger and I lived together for a couple of years, and the big fella obviously has the name Kegger for a reason, because he's a thick unit. What have I got on Kenty? I don't have a whole lot of him. He's actually a good golfer, Kenty. He plays off 3 or 4.
There's a lot of good golfers around, man.
He lives in Settlers Run, so he plays like every day.
We're going to organise. I'm going to organise a big golf day soon.
Yeah, 100%.
Big cash prize. Get all the
big
boys.
kegger there.
Get the keg there to drink some piss.
Yeah, he loves drinking piss keg.
We need blokes. We need the 19th hole. That's what it's all about.
100%.
Right, Lukey Boyle wants to know if you're cross between Fergie and Jesus. Do you know this man?
That's my business partner.
Oh, okay, there you go. You can sing, they reckon.
I can't sing, but when we go around there, he gets his guitar out. We get like me and the boys have a few beers, and we just all sing, that's brilliant. Sing songs and have fun.
How are you out of 10? How would you rate your voice?
Not good. Not great. Not bad, just all right.
5.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not singing for you.
No, it's pretty hard to put you on the spot.
I need to have a few beers under the belt.
Yeah, we'll do it next time we have a few frothies. Right, who's the best teammate to sit next to on a plane and why?
Probably go with Bailey Fritsch. Because we usually have like an NBA multi or something on, and we just talk NBA or talk about our overseas trips, and we go through our old photos of when we went to ACL together, the music festival. We looked through photos and videos and watched them, and he's our best mate at the club, so probably Tata.
That's brilliant, mate. Love that. Who would be the worst? Not the worst bloke, but just the reasons why there'd be, I'm sure.
Probably Track.
Most annoying?
Just annoying, yeah.
Yeah?
His attention spans. Actually, he's gotten better. That's a lie. In his younger days, like, he was just like flat out, would just chat your ear off. Which I don't mind, because I don't like, when I'm on a plane, like I don't really watch movies unless I'm going to Perth, something like that.
Yeah.
If we're going to like the Goldie for a 2-hour flight, like I'll just sit there and talk shit. Jakey Malksham's actually a good one to sit next to.
Yeah, he's a funny man.
He's a funny man, but he actually probably should have got a couple of votes for best on as well. He was great.
So Jakey was good.
Yeah, he was
Coach's
great.
Award.
Yeah, he's Coach's Award. He's always there.
Jake the Snake, give me filthy with that.
Worst... Everyone's pretty good. Most boys don't talk to you on the plane. Like, they've all got their headphones in.
Pretty intense unit, some blokes.
Yeah. Clayton Oliver's a bit annoying. Like, he just does annoying shit.
Is it flawed? He's just flicking your ears and
just like he'll be chomping on like those pea snaps. You know those harvest snaps?
Yeah.
He eats them flat out and he just chomps on them like that loud.
That's fucking great. I used to, there's always a couple. Is it true that I don't know why I'm even asking you. So apparently you're a horrid sleeper. Snore the house down.
Yeah, I just got, I don't snore. I've got massive teeth. I can't close my mouth. So like when I sleep, I'm just like my mouth's open. And I love having a nap. So I reckon I don't know who's, did Tim send that in?
I'd have to check, mate.
Yeah, it'd be Tim, my mate. He always falls asleep and he always takes photos of me.
I reckon I'll be able to find it while we're going through. It was Dan. It was someone else. Is it true you're the worst, ugliest sleeper ever, Harmesy?
Yeah, it's
Dan.mcg. There you go. Big shout out.
That's my housemate.
Is it?
That's his brother. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I've got a shocking head when I sleep. I've got a shocking head at the best of times.
Oh, man, it's hard to close your mouth over the big teeth. I'm the same, mate.
It's hard.
Trying to be serious.
Mate, when I do like photo shoots and stuff, like say I did one the other day, the Anzac Day Eve, like before the game.
Trying to be serious.
Like do a serious face. I'm like, I actually can't. Like I can't close my mouth. And they're like, no, we need a serious. I'm doing a photo shoot with Puma, and they're like, mate, like, do your serious face. And I did it. And they're like, actually, no, just go back to smiling. I'm like, oh, that's how good my serious face is.
Like, it's a good thing, mate. Just keep smiling.
Yeah, you got to smile, don't you?
People love a laugh.
100%.
All right, is it true you call yourself the Prince of Paran?
I did call myself that. I lived in Paran for years, and I was just a piss take. I used to say it to all my mates. I'm going to have to pass the torch on now though, because I've moved out of Paran.
That's
Baz Lenker's living in there now though. So
Oh, the big Baz.
He is the prince though. He's a beautiful looking human.
He's got it all, the Baz, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Now, I had a question here about is it true that you tried to remove the H out of your last name so that the commentators would call you James Arms because you do pipes all the time? Is that true?
No, I don't even do pipes, mate. I'm just like sausages.
Natural pipes.
Just big drain pipes. That's what Jakey Melksham calls me, drain pipes. Just because I'm just thick everywhere.
Just thick.
Yeah.
The drain pipes. Fuck, what a pisser. Tommy Bug's written in, what's the best house party you've been to in LA?
This is a great story. Tommy Bug, Bailey Fritch and I were at a nightclub in LA. Buggy's over there with Zuz, his Zuz management group. Sends me a text. He's like, come to this nightclub, got this booth. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Me and Bailey are on the look. Everyone else went home. It was just me and Bailey. I'm like, let's go. We're going to this nightclub. I think it was Delilah or something. I can't remember exactly what nightclub. But yeah, on the scooters, rode the little lime scooters, rode the scooters there. Anyway, Buggy's like, we're going to this house party. I'm like, fuck yeah, like we're going to an LA house party. Like this is mint. We get there. Bailey and Buggy got there before me, and they got let in. And like they were with like the people that were getting everyone in. I waited 2 hours out the front. No joke. I'm like, I'm not leaving until I get in there. So remember this like big African American guy came out. He's like, what's your name, man? I'm like, oh, I'm James. He's like, what you doing out here, bro? I'm like, oh, can't get in. This guy won't let me in. He's like, I got you. Slaps me up, takes me in there. Hey, it was like a house party from like in Beverly Hills, like full, like
entourage job.
Like massive, huge house. Like I'm talking like would have been like 8-bedroom house, like pool.
Massive, mate.
Like on the kitchen, like bench was just like all different alcohol. There's a DJ in there. And I walked in and like I'd been waiting 2 hours. I was like, I'm not leaving until I go in here. I said that to the guy, so I'm not leaving. So yeah. I tried to jump the fence at one stage. He grabbed me.
They hate that.
Yeah. And then like I walked in, I was like, to Buggy, I'm like I was going off. And then we had one of the all-time nights.
That is so good, mate. I fucking know the feeling is. I've been knocked back a couple of times at those ones, and I've been in a few. And it's the first one I went to, I got in and had one of the best nights of my life. Because nightclubs, for anyone out there doesn't know, nightclubs close at 2 sharp in LA. So if you can get to a house party straight away, it's the best 2-3 hours of your life.
I reckon we would have got there about 1, and I waited till about 2:30 to get in. Like people were going in as well, and I'm like, just let me go in with them. Like, and I felt like the biggest loser. I'm like, this is fucked. Man. Like I was just standing there.
You can't not go to Beverly Hills and just you can't go home.
And I was like, I'm not like I'll wait till the party ends. I'm like, and I was texting Tata. I'm like, fucking get me in, man. Like I want to. What
were they saying in there?
Nah, none of them replying to me. We're in there having too much fun.
You fucking dogs. That's so good. Oh, we love it. And then Pig Hibbard said, can you retrieve the RIXX Eyewear, mate? We'll send you a package. What the fuck's going on?
You fucking have to retrieve them. I don't know where they've gone.
So what's happened here is this, let's just address it. Your PO box at Melbourne on Google's fucking not right. So I've sent all the sunnies and all the fucking T-shirts that all the boys, they all helped out. So I supplied them. Yeah. It's fucking been 2 months, 3 months. I look like a fraud, mate.
I know. I don't know what's like. I'll keep asking one of the ladies that works at the club, like, has there been a delivery for me?
What's the go? Like, if you send a parcel to the club, where does it go?
Well, I don't know because we train. We're training everywhere. Like we train at Casey one day, then we train at Port Melbourne some days. We train at Amy Park some days. Like it could be anywhere.
Oh no,
we're gonna have to track it.
We're gonna track it down. When you get it, mate, it's gonna be big news for me.
I'll walk in like this to the place.
Walk in like you're going to an LA party, mate. I'll tell you what. I don't know if you've ever been on the phone to Ozpost, but it's one of the worst.
It's worse.
I mean, they're fantastic, but it's just a painful process.
Yeah.
You're on hold for it. There's that busy. It's
like
ridiculous.
Telstra, mate. Telstra's the same.
It's like Foxtel. They're that busy. There's nothing worse than, and then they tell you, we'll look into it. So, mate, we'll find them. So what I've done is I've actually, because yours are on the way, I've got Causa a pair of RIXX Eyewear because that's a big sponsor of the show. So
thank you.
That's
brother.
A pair for her.
Love that.
And I want to thank you for coming on. We've got one last segment. It's called RIXX and Retirement, right? So when it's all said and done and you're going to retire, you got the RIXXies on. Where's it going to be in the world?
When I'm AFL or
Nah, life. You're fully retired. You're cashed up. You go, you know what? Fuck this. I'm retiring, and there's one place in the world that you'd settle. RIXX and retirement. Where would it be?
So I'm cashed up. Newport would be a great spot, but I love Bali. I'd love to live in Bali, just Canggu, sipping on bintangs, having a surf every day. But I'll probably have to go over to America for Corey so she can spend some time with her family. So I'm going to say Newport in a nice house just on the beach, still go for a surf, watch some American sport.
Oh, mate.
Have the RIXX Eyewear on.
Oh, mate, you're talking my language.
Next to OBJ.
There you go, the fucking Newport RIXX. Big nut, mate. Thanks so much for coming on. Love getting good personalities on. We'll get you back. Great laugh. And, yeah, all the best for the rest of the year. Hopefully you boys can bring it home and do it in front of the home fans. But, yeah, mate, really enjoyed you coming on the American Aces, and we'll get you back on later in the year and we'll have a big chomp off once again.
Nah, thanks, Tony. I appreciate it, bro. It was good fun.
Thanks for listening to another episode. If you enjoy listening to our podcast, please feel free to hit us up on our social channels at American Aces. If you're entertained, inspired, or feel more educated, please share it with your friends and family because we appreciate the support. Righto, catch you on the next one.